Have you ever wondered why the vast majority of China's population is concentrated in the eastern part of the country? Today, we dive into the historical, economic, and geographical factors that have shaped this fascinating trend. China, as the world's most populous nation, has a population distribution that is far from uniform. The eastern region, despite covering only a fraction of the country's total land area, is home to the majority of its population. Let's start from the beginning. In the early days of civilization, the Yellow River, known as the cradle of Chinese civilization, was the lifeblood of the nation. It flows through the eastern part of the country, providing fertile land for agriculture. This naturally led to the early concentration of population in this region, as people settled where food production was most feasible. Moving into the era of dynasties, the East continued to thrive. The eastern cities such as Beijing and Nanjing became capitals of various dynasties, attracting more people for administrative and economic activities. The Grand Canal, the world's longest man-made waterway, was constructed for transportation and trade, connecting the northern and southern parts of eastern China and further boosting the population in these areas. Now let's fast forward to the Industrial Revolution. The eastern coastal areas, with their advantageous geographical location, became the hub of China's industrial development. Access to seaports facilitated international trade, attracting businesses and workers, and thus contributing to a significant increase in population. In the late 20th century, the Chinese government introduced economic reforms, focusing primarily on the eastern region. The establishment of special economic zones and the open coastal cities policy further accelerated the eastward migration, as these areas offered better job opportunities and living conditions. Lastly, the geographical aspect cannot be overlooked. The western part of China is dominated by mountains and deserts, making it less suitable for large-scale human habitation and agriculture. In contrast, the eastern region, with its fertile plains and access to the sea, provides an ideal setting for both agriculture and industrial development. To summarize, the concentration of China's population in the eastern part of the country is a result of various factors. It started with the geographical advantage of fertile lands around the Yellow River, was furthered by the establishment of capital cities and the construction of the Grand Canal during the era of dynasties, and was reinforced by industrial development and economic reforms in the 20th century. So the next time you look at a population map of China, remember that behind those dense clusters of people in the east, there is a rich tapestry of history, economics, and geography that has shaped the lives of billions.